Hello everyone. So in this video I'm going to deliver on the topic characteristics of early adulthood. So we all know this adulthood phase starts from 18 years of age and it extends till death of an individual. So here this early adulthood phase comes under starts from 18 years and ends in the early 40s, 40 years old. So here we have usually, if an developmental phase is focused, we'll have a specific characteristics and causes of, and also what are the criteria for all those stages. So here, when it comes to early adulthood, we have certain characteristics which the individuals in early adulthood will focus on. So some characteristics are the ones which we are going to see in this video. So this early adulthood is a period where major life adjustments happen. We all know that during this phase, which is from 18 years old to 40 years old, 40 years of age, we have several different life components, several different stages of lives are like it to occur in those stages. So during this phase, there will be new social roles occur, like we have like spouse, uh, like marriages happen, and we have tend to share relationships with a spouse, and parenting happens here, and they have to earn for the betterment of the family. So here are certain roles are to be expected to be held from an individual. So and also here those individuals in this age will also form new interests, attitudes and values, where this for this they have the basis of adolescence. So from adolescence the individuals will develop new attitudes, interests and values, and here as well this development of new interests and all will continue to process. So and also here there will be an increased independence and self responsibility, where these individuals are said to be behave like an adult. They have more independence as well, which also comes with more self responsibilities as well. Here these in early adulthood, these young adults are expected to solve their own problems, handle their own every situations which come through their way, and this is one of the like characteristics we are going to learn in this chapter. And also hesitation to seek help due to fear of being seen as immature. So during this phase the individuals are set with an like kind of an stereotype that they know everything, they have to fix everything by their own self. So this also creates some fear in some individuals that they are like if they ask for an help they might like judge them like whether I'm immature or not capable of doing such stuffs. So this phase is where they also develop fear for asking help. And also adjustment is often difficult and stressful for the ones going through this period, which is where adjustments in the sense there involve several new relationship formations and several new settings they have to be present. So those events and the situations might create difficulty in managing their overall well-being, and it might lead some psychological disturbances. So may prolong education to delay adult responsibilities. So some individuals in this like early adolescence might like involve in education as a part of like reducing their adult responsibilities. The acquiring early responsibilities will be neglected from some individuals. So this phase is distinctive and challenging in the lifespan. So, whereas this phase is where it sets us in a starting phase, where it sets us in base for the middle and the old age. So here there are several uh, responsibilities has to be several decisions has to be taken, so that it leads to a betterment of life. So there will be some challenges regarding uh, certain decisions during this phase. When we move on to the first characteristics, let's see uh, what says in this characteristics. So we have first characteristics as early adulthood is a settling down age. As we saw priorly in the common characteristics, where this early adulthood is a phase where we settle down. So in this age, where we all know that prior to this age we have this adolescent phase, where we have grown up physically and psychologically as well. Those changes also continue to have in this adulthood as well. So in the early adulthood phase we have this physiological and psychological growth. Meanwhile here, as part of, unlike adolescence, we might stop like focusing majorly on that physiological or psychological changes. Here the adulting life happens where settling down happens here. So like when we see the earlier generations, like men would always focus on like their careers. There would be mostly they are the breadwinners for the family, whereas like women focus on homemaker, and like they just focus on the upbringing of the family. But today even like every other gender is focusing on settling down and through their own earned money, like through their own jobs, all such stuffs. So here in this present generation, the young adults are being experimental with their careers and relationships, and they are not settling down too quickly, unlike the other previous generation. Because of like they try out different jobs, try out different, like they opt for different options before settling down. So here are some characteristics that states that now in the present the generation individuals are settling down later prior to the ones in the last generation, which heads them up to settling down ages like early 30s probably in this generation. So when we see the factors that influence settling down, we have two factors majorly which focus on this which affect the settling down. So one is clarity of life goals. The ones who have a better clarity of what they are going to do in the future, they might settle earlier. Whereas it is opposite for the other, where if they don't have a proper clarity in what they are going to pursue as a career, or what they have thought about their relationship, they're gonna settle later in their life. So here, those this earlier and later settlement will also depends on certain factors. So those factors are like, which is the responsibilities and come in their way, where some individuals might opt for long education, where they might, for example, if it is in medicine, they have to focus for such a long period to practice, so there is a delayed settling. Whereas when it comes to blue collar jobs, where the education requirements are less, so that they can easily get into the job market, and it can be an easier for them to quicker to settle down. And also here the marriages can also be delayed during this phase due to some financial responsibilities the individuals have due to this education, and even family obligation might interfere for the for that it, to delay for getting settled down. So these are some factors that influence settling down in their early adulthood. So once settled, their behaviors, attitudes, and values become stable. So here, if there occurs any wrong choices, it might directly affect their middle and old age. So these are the factors that influence settling down. And